But anyway, so we're going to go into what is going to be the grand finals then of Nihilum versus x6tence. Let's get an in-game camera as we wait for these two to, well, start the grand finals. It's going to be a great game. Across the top of your screen, it's going to be Nihilum, Papercat, Inflame, and Care Koala versus Solar, Falcon, and Sylar. And here we go. We know what the setups are. It's going to be the possible counter comp, the one that they used to win the Blizzard European Regionals on Warlock, Priest, Warrior. And what will be so important is going to be the decisions of Papercat. So we're going to follow him. Papercat then straight off the bat, going to open up then onto Sylar, going to switch some damage. Actually just did it to get a piercing out and go straight onto Falcon. And actually, I'm going to see how this plays out for him.
Yeah, great cyclone there from Care Koala, and Papercat won't be happy that Sylar's playing Tauren.
Well, not at all. But actually, look, Papercat doing an incredible amount of pressure then onto Falcon. And this is, well, just goes to show that they do listen to me, and I obviously am the best now, okay. And Papercat then having to back away from Falcon. Sylar actually dipping down to about 8k, as long as Papercat as well. They meet in the middle. Pain suppression is on Sylar though, so he will have the advantage. Papercat is forced into defense, has been feared, is going to break it, takes a Shadow Word Death from behind, and drops down to 90 HP, and is going to go down. And incredibly, Papercat caught in a bad position, and well, that's going to be the win on what is the counter comp for the team now of x6tence. And you just look at Solar, he put out 30k damage. Inflame only put out 16k. So 2 Warlocks in that game, 2 Warriors, a Priest and a Druid, but the Warlock with the Priest behind him put out 30k.
Yeah, we saw a really fascinating game there. I think part of the key was Nihilum's bad positioning, and Inflame getting feared there at a key moment. He had already used his Death Coil early, so it wouldn't have made a great amount of difference if he wasn't in fear, unless he'd managed to get a critical fear off to help out Papercat. But yeah, quite unfortunate for Nihilum. And of course, when you get matchups, you know, that are exactly the same, it's always unpredictable what will happen.
Yeah, and I mean, the start looked great for Nihilum. You know, they opened up well, had Sylar hamstrung, they were on the back of Falcon, positioning was pretty good at that end of the bridge. But then, oddly, Papercat decided, I'm going to drop and re-go back on Falcon. And that just meant, sorry, re-go on the back of Sylar. And that just meant that Falcon dropped off the bridge and dumped a hell of a lot of damage. Obviously, Falcon is going to be looking for fears on Care Koala. But the advantage of playing a Priest in this lineup over a Druid, that even if Papercat does decide to go for the Priest, he is able to heal himself in, you know, his form, so to speak, which basically means it doesn't matter. But if, obviously, on the other end of the scale, if Sylar goes on to the Druid, that would of course force him into bear form, so they can push Papercat's buttons, you know, to start with, damage-wise, and then switch on to Care Koala for a potential kill. So they've got 2 very strong targets that they can get kills on, and I do think that Nihilum are kind of only really left with 1, which I think is, the one is going to be Falcon, because, you know, the kind of power word shield and, you know, that he can put up, it less kind of killable instantly. But also you've got another fear to handle as well, so don't know. I mean, what's your analysis on this? You know, Priest versus Druid in this situation. I'm
really surprised to see x6 play this setup. I thought they'd be playing double healer.
Really?
And, it's nice to see Solar playing Warlock, and yet again x6 just showing what a versatile team they are.